Hi guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the part 4th of top 100 MCQs of Module B of IE and IFS component of JAIIB November 2025 examination. So if you are preparing for JAIIB November 2025 examination, we have started the top 100 MCQs for all the modules of all the components. So here we have started the module B as well, in which we have already completed 3 sessions. So if you haven't gone through them, guys, do go through them because they are very important. The MCQs that we are discussing here, they are based on the most important concepts of module B. Module A has already been completed. This is module B going on, right? One more session is left in module B. After that, module C and then module D will be taken place in IE and IFS, and similarly all other components are also basically being covered similarly. So let's start the discussion without wasting time here. So you know the rules, you know the agenda framework that we are going to discuss next set of 20 questions. We have already covered 60 questions in the previous 3 sessions. In this session again, we will be covering 20 more questions. So first of all, guys, you know the rules that first we discuss the achievers question. What is the meaning of achievers question? Achiever question क्या होता है? This is a kind of homework question of the last session, and those who give the right answer of this question, their name is reflected in the next session. So the question was, what is the typical effect of a decrease in the money supply on inflation? Options are inflation increases because goods become more expensive. Option number B, inflation decreases because there is a less money to chase the same amount of goods. Option number C is saying inflation remains unaffected by changes in the money supply. Option number D is inflation decreases because interest rates fall. So do let me know. If you haven't given the answer, guys, आप अभी भी यहाँ पर participate कर सकते हैं. So what is the right answer according to you? Right answer is option number B here, that is inflation decreases because there is a less money supply, less money to chase the same amount of goods. तो अगर यहाँ पे पैसे कम होंगे, ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली बात है, जब यहाँ पर पैसे कम होंगे, मनी सप्लाई कम होगी, देन इन दैट केस व्हाट वुड हैपन, इन्फ्लेशन विल कम डाउन हियर. सो दिस इज द राइट आंसर. मूविंग ऑन टू द टुडेज एजेंडा, गाइस. आज के एजेंडा पर डिस्कस करते हैं, बट उससे पहले दिस इज द डिसअपॉइंटिंग फैक्टर दैट नो वन हैज गिवन द राइट आंसर हियर, एंड दैट इज व्हाई नो वंस नेम इज इंक्लूडेड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर लिस्ट. यहाँ पर किसी का भी नेम इंक्लूडेड नहीं है क्योंकि किसी ने भी इसका सही आंसर नहीं दिया है. सो आई विश कि आप इस सेशन में जो अचीवर क्वेश्चन है उसका सही आंसर करेंगे, और कल अपना जो नेम है वो आप इस स्लाइड में देख सकते हैं कल वाले सेशन में. Moving on to the today's agenda, question number first is, which of the following best describes gross domestic product at factor cost, GDP FC? So options are GDP market price plus indirect taxes minus subsidies, GDP market price minus indirect taxes plus subsidies, GDP market price plus indirect taxes plus subsidies, GDP MP minus indirect taxes minus subsidies. So tell me what is the right answer, guys, according to you here. So right answer is option number B, that is GDP market price minus indirect taxes plus subsidies. Got it? This is the explanation part. Moving on to question number second, which of the following best describes net national product at factor cost, that is NNPFC? Options are GDP MP plus depreciation minus NFIA minus indirect taxes plus subsidies, GDP MP minus depreciation minus net factor income from abroad minus indirect taxes plus subsidies, GDP MP plus depreciation plus NFIA minus indirect taxes plus subsidies, GDP MP plus depreciation plus NFIA plus indirect taxes plus subsidies. So how you can calculate it, guys? यहाँ पे आप यहाँ पे सिंपली लिख सकते हैं दैट आपको यहाँ पे क्या चाहिए, आपको चाहिए यहाँ पे नेट नेशनल प्रोडक्ट एट फैक्टर कॉस्ट, ठीक है. एंड देन यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या है, यू आर हैविंग जीडीपी एमपी, हर ऑप्शन में जीडीपी एमपी सेम आपके पास ये है. आपको यहाँ से यहाँ पहुँचना है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ग्रॉस को नेट में कन्वर्ट करिए माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन, देन डोमेस्टिक को नेशनल में कन्वर्ट करिए प्लस एनएफआईए, ठीक है जी. देन मार्केट प्राइस को फैक्टर कॉस्ट में कन्वर्ट करिए माइनस इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस प्लस सब्सिडीज, राइट. इस तरीके से तो यहाँ पे जो भी ऑप्शन है, देखिए कौन सा ऑप्शन इस चीज को यहाँ पर रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है. ऑप्शन नंबर बी, दैट इज माइनस डेप्रिसिएशन प्लस एनएफआईए माइनस इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस प्लस सब्सिडीज. यू कैन सी वी हैव रिटन द सेम. Question number third is, Monetary Policy Committee of the Reserve Bank of India is headed by whom of the following? Options are Union Finance Minister, Union Minister of State for Finance, Governor of RBI, Deputy Governor of RBI, Deputy Governor of RBI in charge of monetary policy. So who is going to head or who heads the Monetary Policy Committee meeting, guys? कौन है यहाँ पर जो head करता है? So right answer is option number C, that is Governor of RBI, Governor of Reserve Bank of India. Got it? Question number fourth is, under the present monetary policy framework agreement, the RBI will be responsible for containing inflation target at which of the following: 4% with a standard deviation of 0.5%, 6% with a standard deviation of 1%, 4% with a standard deviation of 1%, or 4% with a standard deviation of 2%. Do let me know. Yes, guys, I'm waiting for a reply. Do let me know. So right answer is option number D here, that is 4% with a standard deviation of 2%. So inflation target क्या है? Inflation target is 4%. बस यहाँ पे प्लस माइनस 2% की भी यहाँ पे रेंज दी हुई है, which means that will be between 2 to 6%. Right? Question number fifth is, which among the following defines marginal standing facility rate? Options are the rate at which banks place their surplus funds with the Reserve Bank of India, the rate at which banks can borrow against their excess SLR securities to meet additional liquidity requirements, the rate at which the RBI is prepared to buy or rediscount bill of exchange or other commercial paper eligible for purchase, the rate at which banks borrow funds from the Reserve Bank against eligible collaterals. Anji, do let me know what is the right answer, guys. You all have to participate in the session. These sessions are conducted for your practice only, guys, so that you can comment here, you can commit mistake here, you can gain confidence here. तो सारी चीजें आपको यहीं पर करनी है. एक्चुअल एग्जाम में मिस्टेक्स करने के स्कोप थोड़ा सा कम ही रहना चाहिए आपका. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी, दैट इज इट इज द रेट एट विच बैंक्स कैन बोरो अगेंस्ट देयर एक्सेस एसएलआर सिक्योरिटीज टू मीट एडिशनल लिक्विडिटी रिक्वायरमेंट. जब भी बैंक को पैसे की जरूरत पड़ती है, यू नो कि बैंक्स को जब भी पैसे की जरूरत पड़ती है वो आरबीआई के दरवाजे खटखटाता है, क्योंकि आरबीआई इज द लेंडर ऑफ द लास्ट रिसोर्ट फॉर द बैंक. ठीक है, तो बैंक्स यहाँ पे रेपो फैसिलिटी अवेल कर सकते हैं, बैंक यहाँ पे एमएसएफ अवेल कर सकते हैं. सो दीज आर सम यू कैन से मैकेनिज्म, सम फैसिलिटीज विच आर अवेलेबल विद द कमर्शियल बैंक्स थ्रू विच दे कैन गेट द एडिशनल फंड्स फ्रॉम द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. This is the explanation. Question number 6 is, RBI adopted CPI combined as the indicator for inflation targeting on the recommendation of which of the following committee? Raghuram Rajan Committee, Vimal Jalan Committee, Vijay Kelkar Committee, or Urjit R. Patel Committee? Yes, do let me know, guys. So right answer is option number D here, that is Urjit R. Patel Committee. So some recommendations of Urjit R. Patel Committee report have been implemented, including the adoption of the new CPI combined as the key measures of inflation. Question number 7 is, how does monetary policy help in controlling inflation? Options are by increasing government spending, by reducing taxes on goods and services, by adjusting the interest rates and controlling the money supply, by imposing trade tariffs and quotas. Yes, guys, do let me know. I'm waiting for your reply. बताइए what is the right answer according to you. Monetary policy किस तरीके से यहाँ पर इन्फ्लेशन को कंट्रोल करती है? So right answer will be option number C, that is by adjusting the interest rates and controlling the money supply. तो इकोनॉमी में जब इंटरेस्ट रेट ज्यादा होता है, जब मनी सप्लाई कम होती है, तो उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, इन्फ्लेशन जो है उसे कंट्रोल कर लिया जाता है. जब मनी सप्लाई कम होती है तो उसकी वजह से इकोनॉमी में इंटरेस्ट रेट्स बढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, मनी सप्लाई कम होगी तो इंटरेस्ट रेट्स बढ़ेंगे, इंटरेस्ट रेट्स बढ़ेंगे तो लोग डिमांड कम करेंगे, और डिमांड कम करेंगे तो प्राइसेस कम होना चालू हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो मनी सप्लाई को मैनेज करती है आरबीआई, जिसकी वजह से सारे जो इसके फर्दर जो कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज है वो ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पर एक्टिवेट हो जाते हैं. Question number 8 is, how does the CRR help in controlling inflation? Cash reserve ratio किस तरीके से inflation को कंट्रोल करता है? Options are by increasing government spending, by reducing interest rates, by lowering import duties, by increasing the amount of money banks must hold in reserve. Tell me what is the right answer here according to you. आपके हिसाब से सही आंसर क्या है यहाँ पर? So right answer is option number D here, that is by increasing the amount of money banks must hold in the reserve. तो यहाँ पे जितना ज्यादा अमाउंट बैंक होल्ड करेंगे, ठीक है, बैंक्स यहाँ पर क्या करेंगे, आरबीआई के पास रखेंगे, जितना ज्यादा फंड उतना ही पैसा उनके पास कम बचेगा, विच दे कैन लेंड टू द पब्लिक, और पैसा कम बचेगा तो ऑब्वियसली बात है इंटरेस्ट रेट्स बढ़ेंगे इकोनॉमी में, इंटरेस्ट रेट्स बढ़ेंगे तो डिमांड कम होगी, डिमांड कम होगी तो महंगाई भी यहाँ पर कम हो जाएगी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 इज हाउ कैन द सीआरआर हेल्प इन बूस्टिंग ग्रोथ, ग्रोथ को किस तरीके से इंश्योर करता है सीआरआर। सो ऑप्शंस आर बाय इंक्रीजिंग इंपोर्ट टैरिफ्स, बाय रिड्यूसिंग गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडीज, बाय लोअरिंग द सीआरआर अलाउइंग बैंक्स टू लेंड मोर, और बाय इंप्लीमेंटिंग स्ट्रिक्टर टैक्स पॉलिसीज। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज करेक्ट गाइस? सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी, दैट इज बाय लोअरिंग द सीआरआर अलाउइंग बैंक्स टू लेंड मोर। तो यहाँ पे जब सीआरआर कम होता है इसका मतलब क्या है, इसका मतलब ये है कि बैंक्स को अब यहाँ पर आरबीआई के पास कम पैसे रखने की जरूरत है। अगर कम पैसे रखने की जरूरत है मतलब बैंक्स के पास ज्यादा पैसे हैं, ज्यादा पैसे होंगे तो इंटरेस्ट रेट्स कम करना पड़ेगा, इंटरेस्ट रेट्स कम होंगे इकोनॉमी में तो डिमांड बढ़ेगी, डिमांड बढ़ेगी तो प्रोडक्शन बढ़ेगा, और प्रोडक्शन के बढ़ने का मतलब क्या है कि हमारी जीडीपी बढ़ रही है, विच इज नथिंग बट द इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ इटसेल्फ। क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 इज व्हाट इज द स्टैट्यूटरी लिक्विडिटी रेशियो, एसएलआर क्या है? ऑप्शंस आर द रेशियो ऑफ अ फॉरेन the ratio of a bank's foreign reserves to its total deposits, the ratio of a bank's loan to its total assets, the ratio of bank's liquid assets to its NDTL, that is net demand and time liabilities, the ratio of a bank's fixed deposits to its current accounts. Yes, this is also a quantitative tools through which RBI achieves the ultimate objectives of the monetary policy, that is controlling inflation, managing inflation in the economy, and secondly is the focusing on the economic growth. So what is the right answer guys? Right answer is option number C, the ratio of a bank's liquid assets to its net demand and time liabilities. Here is the explanation which you can cover in detail. Question number 11 is saying what are the main objectives for maintaining the statutory liquidity ratio? So options are to increase foreign exchange reserves and reduce public debt, to promote foreign investment and stabilize the currency, to control bank credit expansion, ensure bank solvency and compel investment in government securities, to reduce government borrowing and increase private sector lending. What is the right answer guys? So right answer is option number C, that is to control bank credit expansion, ensure bank solvency and compel investment in government securities. ठीक है। Question number 12 is what is a repo rate, that is repurchase option in the context of banking. So options are long-term loan given by commercial banks to the government, a tool used by banks to invest in foreign exchange markets, a collateralized lending arrangement where banks borrow money from the Reserve Bank of India by selling securities with an agreement to repurchase them, a method used by the RBI to control the exchange rate of the rupee. You might have heard the repo guys. This is very common term while covering the current affairs. I'm very much sure that you would have come across this particular concept. So right answer is option number C, that is this is the collateralized lending arrangement where banks borrow money from the RBI by selling securities with an agreement to repurchase them. So what is happening here? Here banks are borrowing money from the Reserve Bank of India, ठीक है, वो RBI से पैसे ले रहे हैं और जिस इंटरेस्ट पर पैसे ले रहे हैं दैट इज नोन एज रेपो, ठीक है। और रेपो में क्या हो रहा है, दे आर ऑल्सो कीपिंग द गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी एज अ कोलेट्रल, ठीक है। तो जब यहां पर वो पैसे रिपे कर देंगे कमर्शियल बैंक, देन इन दैट केस दे विल गेट देयर securities back. Question number 13 is what does a high repo rate signal in the context of banking? Options are banks will have more funds available for lending, banks will reduce interest rates on loans, access to money is expensive for banks leading to lesser credit flow into the system, banks will increase their investments in foreign assets. So right answer is guys option number C here, that is access to money is expensive for the banks leading to lesser credit flow into the system. तो यहाँ पर अगर हाई रेपो रेट होगा which means banks को अगर अब आरबीआई से लोन लेना है तो दे हैव टू पे हायर इंटरेस्ट टू द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया। अगर वो हायर इंटरेस्ट पे करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली बात है वो अपने क्लाइंट से भी ज्यादा चार्ज करेंगे, मतलब इंटरेस्ट रेट्स बढ़ जाएंगे इकोनॉमी में, राइट। एक तो ये हो गया। सेकेंडली अगर उनके लिए एक्सपेंसिव हो जाएगा तो वो हो सकता है कि आरबीआई के पास पैसे लेने के लिए जाए ही भी ना। सो ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज द राइट आंसर, दैट इज एक्सेस टू मनी इज एक्सपेंसिव फॉर बैंक्स लीडिंग टू लेसर क्रेडिट फ्लो इनटू द सिस्टम। Question number 14 is when the Reserve Bank of India takes actions that decrease the money supply in the economy, which of the following outcomes is likely to occur? Options are increased consumer spending, higher inflation rates, lower interest rates, reduced investment, and economic slowdown. So right answer is option number D, that is reduced investment and economic slowdown. Right? Question number 15 is what is the reverse repo operation? So options are when banks borrow money from the RBI, when the government deposits money with the RBI, when the RBI borrows money from the government, or when banks deposit their money with the Reserve Bank of India. So right answer is option number D here. That is when banks deposit their money with the RBI. So sometimes banks are having excess cash. So in that case, if they keep with themselves, they would not earn anything on that. So what they do, they keep it with the Reserve Bank of India, and against that they earn the interest, right? So this is the reverse repo operation when banks deposit their excess money with the Reserve Bank of India. Question number 16th, what is the primary effect of a reverse repo operation on a banking system? Options are it increases the liquidity in the system, it absorbs the liquidity in the system, it has no impact on the liquidity in the system, or it creates more money in circulation. So right answer is option number B, that is it absorbs the liquidity in the system. So what I'm saying that on one hand there is a Reserve Bank of India, on another there is a commercial banks like for example Punjab National Bank. Now PNB is depositing their cash with the Reserve Bank of India, so PNB के पास पैसे कम बचेंगे. So what is happening here? यहाँ पे absorption of liquidity हो रही है, ठीक है. Earlier PNB were having cash, but now they have deposited their cash with the Reserve Bank of India, ठीक है. So यहाँ पे liquidity जो है वो absorb हो रही है system से. Question number 17 is what is the standing deposit facility rate? Options are the rate at which the RBI, Reserve Bank, lends money to commercial banks without collateral, the rate at which the Reserve Bank accepts uncollateralized deposits from all LAF participants on an overnight basis, the rate at which commercial banks accept uncollateralized deposits from the public, the rate at which the RBI provides long-term loans to the government. So right answer is option number B here, that is the rate at which RBI accepts uncollateralized deposits from all LAF participants on an overnight basis. So basically standing deposit facility has replaced the reverse repo, right? यहाँ पे again the same thing is happening here, but यहाँ पे collateral नहीं रखना पड़ेगा RBI को, which RBI has to do in the case had to do with in case of reverse repo, but in this as a part of SDF RBI does not need to keep the collateral with the commercial banks, and that is why this is the uncollateralized deposit from all LAF, that is liquidity adjustment facility participants. Question number 18 is the marginal standing facility is a scheme announced by the RBI in its monetary policy. What does the MSF refers to? Options are the regular rate at which banks can borrow money from the Reserve Bank of India through the repo mechanism, the rate at which banks can deposit their surplus funds with the Reserve Bank of India, the penal rate at which banks can borrow money from the RBI over and above what is available through the LAF window, the rate at which the RBI buys government securities from banks. What is the right answer, guys? Right answer is option number C here, that penal rate at which banks can borrow money from the RBI over and above what is available through the LAF window. So what is happening? Suppose यहाँ पे RBI ने repo commercial banks ने repo facility avail कर ली है. उसके बाद further they need additional funds so they can approach the Reserve Bank of India under margin standing facility. But obviously बात है, आपने एक limit exhaust कर दी, उसके बाद आप दूसरी limit लेने जा रहे हैं. So you have to pay some extra interest rate, and that is why this is the penal rate at which banks can borrow money from the RBI over and above what is available through the LAF window. Question number 19 is which of the following statements correctly describes the positioning of the marginal standing facility in the interest rate corridor set by the RBI? Options are MSF represents the lower band of the interest corridor with the repo rate at the middle and the standing deposit facility as the upper band. MSF represents the upper band of the interest corridor with the repo rate at the middle and the standing deposit facility as the lower band. MSF represents the middle band of the interest corridor with the repo rate as the upper band and the standing deposit facility as the lower band. MSF is not part of the interest corridor and is independent of the repo rate and standing deposit facility. So right answer is option number B here, that is MSF represents the upper band of interest corridor, repo rate होता है सेंटर में मिडिल में, एंड देन उसके बाद स्टैंडिंग डिपॉजिट फैसिलिटी जो है वो लोअर बैंड में होता है, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं बात करूँ, सपोज रेपो रेट इज 6%, सो SDF will be 5.75%, दैट इज 25 बेसिस पॉइंट्स कम होगा, और यहाँ पर हमारा जो एमएसएफ होगा दैट विल बी 6.75%, मतलब 25 बेसिस पॉइंट्स रेपो रेट से ज्यादा होगा। Question number 20th is the term bank rate, also referred to as the discount rate, refer to which of the following options are: the rate at which the central bank lends money to the general public, the rate at which commercial banks lend to each other overnight, the rate at which the Reserve Bank is ready to buy or rediscount bill of exchange or other commercial papers, the rate at which commercial banks lend to their most creditworthy customers. So right answer is option number C here, the rate at which RBI is ready to buy or rediscount bill of exchange or other commercial papers. Got it? So here is the explanation. So guys, these all are the 20 questions of session 4. So we have covered 80 questions till now, and last 20 questions are remaining, which we will be covering in tomorrow's session. Meanwhile, this is the achievers question. You know the rules. There's those who give the right answer of the question, their name is reflected in the next session here. So question is, which of the following best describes the role of open market operation conducted by the RBI? Options are: open market operations include the borrowing and lending of money by banks to each other to manage short-term liquidity. OMOs involve the central bank setting the interest rates for commercial banks to control inflation. OMOs include both outright purchase and sale of government securities by the RBI used for injecting and absorbing durable liquidity respectively. OMOs involve the central bank providing emergency funds to bank in distress situation. इसका जो भी आंसर है आप यहाँ पर कमेंट करके बताएंगे, and then your name will be reflected in the next session जिनका भी आंसर यहाँ पर सही होगा. And guys, today is the last day of this preparation booster initiative, in which you can get our JAIIB super pack at just 2799 with 6 months of validity. बट फॉर दैट यू नीड टू यूज द कोड प्रकाश. ठीक है, मेरा नाम है, अगर आप इसे यूज करके हमारा JAIB का सुपर पैक एनरोल करते हैं, सो यू विल गेट एट जस्ट 2799. टुडे इज द लास्ट डे, डेट इज 10th of October इज द लास्ट डे ऑफ दिस इनिशिएटिव. कल से जो प्राइजेस हैं वो हाइक हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, द लिंक ऑफ द कोर्स इज गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. जाइए, क्लिक करिए, वॉच द डेमो क्लासेस, गो थ्रू द नोट्स, रीड अबाउट द फैकल्टी, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट टेक एन इन्फॉर्म डिसीजन. एज अ पार्ट ऑफ JAIB सुपर पैक यू विल गेट द लाइव क्लासेस जो आप रिकॉर्डेड फॉर्म में भी दे सकते हैं. यू विल गेट द नोट्स, यू विल गेट द मॉक टेस्ट, राइट? So guys, do not forget to use the code Prakash, because through which you will get the maximum discount. अभी अगर आप आज इसे एनरोल करते हैं, so you will get at 2799 जो प्राइस मैंने आपको यहाँ पर दिखाया था. एंड डू ज्वाइन माय टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. आप इसको ज्वाइन करेंगे तो इसके थ्रू भी आप मुझसे रेगुलर टच में रहेंगे. जो भी क्वेरीज हैं आप वो मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं. सो दिस इज ऑल गाइस, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर वॉचिंग एंड लिसनिंग मी. विल मीट टुमारो विथ the last set of 20 questions in the module B. Bye bye, take care. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time.